Hey guys, come do my skincare with me. I thought I could tell you guys about what kind of led up to me being diagnosed with diabetes. So this was over 2 years ago. It was my first time ever working a shift at my work by myself. It was like my first Saturday shift. I woke up a couple hours before my shift and I was not feeling good. I had like this awful burning sensation in my stomach. I threw up a few times and then I felt a little bit better, so I went back to bed. But then like an hour or so before I had to go to work, I started feeling really sick again, and again this like awful burning sensation all in my stomach. I threw up a couple of times again before I left, but then I felt better. I was like, okay, I think I'm good. So I go ahead and I start walking to work. It's a 25-minute walk, and halfway through the walk I start feeling really sick again. I hold it in until I get to work. Once I get there and do everything that I need to do, I couldn't hold it anymore. I ran to the bathroom and threw up in the sink. I just remember like I didn't want to have to call my boss. I didn't want to have to like make her come into work because I just felt really bad. It was her first weekend off in such a long time. I didn't want to like ruin it for her. So I was pretty much telling myself like, I'm fine, like I can do this, I can handle it. It's only a 6-hour shift. I don't want to call my boss and ruin her weekend. I can tough it out. But then it started getting where I was throwing up even more and more, and I was getting extremely dizzy. I couldn't walk very well. I felt like I was gonna fall over. So I had to call my boss and like tell her like I have to go home. I messaged my boss and I let her know what's happening. She tells me that she's already on her way to, I think it was Niagara, but she would try and find someone to come and take over for me. So about 2 hours later, finally someone comes and takes over for me so I can go home. And I just remember I was not feeling good. I didn't have any money. I was like really broke, so I had to like ask my friend if I could borrow some money to take a cab home because I just could not walk. And then I also had to ask my mom if I could borrow some money so that I could get like a Gatorade or something because I was extremely dehydrated from throwing up so much. So I went and got a Gatorade, waited for the cab, went home, crawled into bed, and I thought I was feeling better, but then same thing, just kept throwing up over and over again, where I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital because at some point I was throwing up like black. I don't even know what it was. I called like 411, I think it is, where you can talk to like a nurse or a doctor and get like advice. So I called and I explained it to them, and they said that I should go to the hospital. I didn't end up on going. After I had some yogurt and like a piece of toast, I started feeling even better, and then I wasn't throwing up anymore. But for the next 2 days I was not feeling good. I was so weak. I felt like I couldn't like get out of bed. No, I've been sick before, of course, but I've never been sick like that. So I was concerned. So I booked an appointment with the clinic doctor and had my blood taken. And a couple days later, I was told I was diabetic. Like they don't know if that like episode was relating to me being diabetic. Like it could have been. It could have been that I had extremely low blood sugar or really high blood sugar. We don't know, but ultimately that whole thing made me go get my blood tested because I was like, there's something wrong. There is actually a lot more to the story involving years and years ago. Maybe I'll get into it another time. If you have a similar story or going through similar things, please talk to a doctor. If you don't have a doctor, neither did I. Go to a walk-in clinic and get the help that you need. Bye guys.